Up top and just that, it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Yes, my family, yes, my people, we're there. We're there upon the next challenging one, a sad one, you know what I mean? Because 20-year-old Khanice Jackson, right, found dead, you know what I mean? But what really happened now, my people? People now, like saying, the two of them have something going on, So these are like further reports from the police and exactly what happened in the first place, you know what I mean? So I could check you out and see how what go on with Khanice Jackson, why they find her dead and where they find her, how they find her, why problem in this thing. You know what I mean? So I could see and see if they can catch anybody according to a murder. You know what I mean? So I could go in it. I could go in it now. Strictly platonic. Senior cop says Khanice Jackson was never involved with her alleged killer. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey said that Khanice Jackson, the 20-year-old Portmore, St. Catherine woman, who was allegedly murdered by mechanic Robert Fowler, was never involved with him. I want to clarify, based on our investigations, that there was no intimate relationship between the two parties. Our understanding is that it was just a platonic relationship that existed, Bailey said. The senior cop said that Fowler 50 periodically transported Jackson to her job in Kingston. On Wednesday, March 24th, police said that Fowler lured Jackson to his home on Watson Drive under the guise that he forgot to take a piece of equipment relevant to his trade as a mechanic, and that's how she ended up being at his home in Portmore. While there, police alleged that an argument developed between the two when Fowler allegedly used a piece of rope to strangle Jackson. Police believe that he raped her. He used a piece of rope. A similar piece of rope was actually found at his house, and he admitted that yes, the victim was strangled, albeit he may have given a different account as to where the incident happened, the senior cop said. Bailey said that based on its investigation, the police believe that the murder took place at Fowler's house, and the body remained there until the accused came from work and disposed of the body. The body of Jackson, who lived on Manchester Avenue in Independence City, was found about 7 a.m. when a resident stumbled upon it on Dyke Road in the municipality and summoned the police. Her handbag and a bank card were found at Fowler's home. Bailey said that the police are awaiting the results from a post-mortem to determine if more charges would be preferred against the accused. As things stand, Fowler faces additional charges of sexual assault and abduction, pointing to possibly a lengthy sentence. In the meantime, residents of Watson Grove say Fowler has never endeared himself to them since he moved to the community about 3 years ago. Him will come at the shop and see the youth them and no heal nobody. You only see him in a bare high-end vehicle. Him no talk to people, said a neighbor. If you pass him yard and him in there a fix a car, him would a stop and steer upon you. When you pass, him start do back where him did a do. One young woman said Fowler approached her one night when he was coming in from work and invited her to his house. She went there a few days later and claimed that Fowler offered her money and drink, which she accepted. Him tell me say me fi come inside and lay down on the bed. Both him have a big bed were comfortable, she said, adding that she did not take up the offer. Our news team was unable to locate any relative of Fowler. However, another resident informed us that Fowler lived alone but would receive occasional visits from his teenage daughter. Him have a baby mother and a daughter who used to there with him. She would come like in the summertime, but she never lived with him, said one resident. So, you hear what go on right here, so? Fowler now is a mechanic. Fowler stay suburb, live in our community for 3 years. Nobody no really know nothing about him because he's not a man who talk up to people and try to socialize with people. So because of that now, people just see him driving some big vehicle, some high-end vehicle. You know, today he might drive in a Prado, tomorrow in a Benz, the next day in a Beamer. And I saw him a roll, the next day in a Audi, or the next day he might in a Lexus. So I saw him a roll, you see me? So people only see that and see him a work on vehicle. So them say, oh, he look like he's a mechanic man. You know what I mean? But them say when them a pass female and him a work on a vehicle, he steer upon them until them pass, he start back the way him a do. But you see, about that part, you know, me no really have much to say because if them go shop and see him not heal them and them thing there. But you see, in a Jamaican society, I say something set. You understand? It depends upon where you socialize from. Because you what now? The crime rate at Jamaica is very high. So nobody no want to really get entangled with people and then now we work out in a crime and violence. Because crime and violence high in our communities. You know what I mean? The only place you might not find crime and violence too much are like in our tourists resort them. You know what I mean? But in our Jamaican communities them, you will find crime and violence. So a man move in our community, he no must heal you, he no must talk up to you and them thing there because at the end of the day, you don't want to get involved. You know what I mean? With people. You know what I mean? So me can see with that side there. But anyway, this little pretty girl now, khanice, 20-year-old, young little girl, pretty girl, come from Portmore, Independence City, Manchester Avenue. You know what I mean? Bam! Fowler now happen for drop her off a work a morning time. Pick her up and drop her off a work a morning time. So one morning Fowler now run a style pan her. You know what I mean? And when Fowler run a style pan her now, Fowler say, yo, you know say me have a piece of work for go mash up and me left a piece of tool around my yard. You know what I mean? Say girl say alright, run go for your tool and come. Me could go for your tool and come. You see me? Boom. She reach round a Fowler yard and from she reach round a Fowler yard, a disaster. It look like she should have go round there. You know what I mean? And a taxi ma run, you know. I own vehicle in Avenue and pick her up and drop her off. I don't know what's the agreement or what it is. Or how if he related to this girl. Or if he know anybody related to a girl. Or what. But the girl is a big woman. She's a 20-year-old young girl. You know what I mean? So Fowler now happen for Laura now go round her yard. You know what I mean? Say, you know, so me left a piece of tool that me I go work with and the round of me yard, me have to go pick it up. And the girl say, alright, no problem, because me done there already. And you know what I mean? So the girl no take it as nothing because I no like say girl have him off certain way then. Because him carry girl go drop her at work a morning time. So the girl must use to him in a little way. If he say, alright, that's okay. And from him carry her go round her yard now, nobody no see back the girl. You know what I mean? So what them do now, I find the girl dead. You know what I mean? Then go around a Fowler yard and they rope on something where they find on the crime scene. Then find the same piece of rope round a fowler yard, piece of rope round a fowler yard. So them a say, well, and fowler now admit to it, say yes, but fowler now want tell them a which party really kill the girl and rate it. Under police investigation, but them argument that we are come out tight and not too much of a alleged. I police them attack. You know what I mean? So, boy, me I tell you see them man, some of them man, I don't know how they do it against someone. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something. The man them now coming like them a treat the woman them like man. So you know like you got a road and you and a boy in an argument and you want juke off in face. Eh? Two me see them man you operate if them man a cat in an argument a juke they want juke off her face. Same way. You know what I mean? Them no want say boy woman strength of them mouth you know. You know what I mean? Because remember, you know, woman's strength of them mouth, you know, then chat anything they want, you know. And they know how to get you upset too, you know. Because they have the mouth and they have the lyrics them for mash you up, you know. You know what I mean? So, it come like, man, figure out all them the thing there and then make you man them and get the best of them. But you see, most of them now are sex they do it for. You know what I mean? Most of them they in a sexual relationship with the woman and they want to kill her. Or they want to be in a sexual relationship with the woman them and they want to kill her. But me don't know how them man you know I look upon the woman them like a man. Because same thing they walk and do man, I same thing they turn on and do the woman them. You know get what me I try to say to you. Same like how a man say boy I would have box down that boy there you know. I same say I look upon the woman and say oh me box it down. You know what I mean? He no look upon the woman no different and no simple and no calmer. If he said Jano, you know says he's a nice little catty this. She give me a chance to pick up piece of tool around my yard. You know so me just pick up that piece of tool there and drop her at work. And if me even beg her when time she come around my yard and she said no, me just work with it now. Me might try give her one touch and if me try touch her upon her hand and she still say no, me just leave it alone. And just know say yo I say go sorry babes. Me never know say you never like me. Me did just a feel say you like me and rate it. And just leave it alone. And you could have get for drop her work tomorrow morning. And one day she might say yo, you know say mother really come around your yard. You know what I mean? Or you know say mother come around your yard again. Yeah man, mother come around your yard again man. So sometimes you have to let things flow and give things like a time because some things take time. I know every woman just jump in it and just say, yeah, Ray. You know what I mean? So some of the time them man treat woman like man too much of that them problem. Them a treat the woman them like the woman them is a man. Up top and just that, you know, it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Remember, you know, share, like, subscribe. You hear me? Tell your friend them about Yasso, cause a Yasso nice. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So you can go in the comment box and tell me what you think from the story. Tell me what you think from the whole happenings. How you feel like Jamaica must deal with them type of money. And what you think about the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because strictly platonic. That's the way cops them I say. The woman and this man is not into a relationship. You know what I mean? A relationship just exists because him a drop or a work a morning time. So you might feel say yes, something a go on behind the scenes and a something why. The man just run a simple little style pan her and say, yo, me pick up some equipment round me yard, you know. And then me drop your work. And she say, alright, okay. Because remember enough time we take taxi and taxi say, yo, me I go turn off, you know. And we not no problem with it. Taxi say, boy, me I go drop this on my baby mother, you know. And we not no problem with it. You know what I mean? Because a taxi we take and rate it. So maybe she just a look on one of them things they say, you know what I mean? Maybe him and a vice her same way. Maybe him and a look her, but them not in a nothing same way. You know what I mean? But me don't know. Me don't want to speculate because I don't know. Tell me what you think. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Up top and just that, you know, it's DUTCHdinero here representing for DUTCHdinero Top Slide TV. Up top.